Good afternoon, students. A warm welcome to this English session of today. How are you, children? Now you have tests and you are very busy for the preparation of it. Your English exam is over, I hope. Test is over. I wanted to tell you one thing. That is, last year there was a test like this for that last year students. And they are asked to submit the papers to the school. They brought it one by one. And a group of students came, girls, and they were very happy to submit the paper. And that paper is submitted and they were going towards their home. They are getting ready to go out of the school. As they were going, as I met and I asked them, children, written the test? Very happy they are. And I asked them, honestly, touch your conscience and tell me how many of you wrote the exam of your own, even if it is a blunder. Everyone is laughing like anything. They could not control their laughter. They told, we just formed some groups, right? 5 girls in one group, next 5 in one, another 5 in one group. And they just found out the answer for it. That too, they themselves did not refer to the book. They just helped each other and one another and they wrote the exam. I again asked, at least one can say that I have prepared by myself. So don't write the test, you prepare and write, right? Don't form groups like this, children, and write the test, right? In the previous class I told I will just help you, tell you a story, but unfortunately, since I have to hurry up by having that question paper in mind, I just couldn't do it. Today I'll tell you that incident. Once Swami Vivekananda went to Chicago to participate in a conference. It is a religious conference. And it is a very famous thing that you know, right? And he was well appreciated by all the people of the world. So it is an international conference. All the people of the world participated in it. On behalf of India, he was sent. Vivekananda was sent. A great thinker, scholar, philosopher, and a great, what I can say, person who contributed a lot to the world. But the thing is, he passed away at a young age, before 40 years, that is around 35, I think 35 years or so, passed away from this world. A great writer, scholar, thinker, right? So he went to Chicago and participated. He addressed the gathering. He just started his talk by saying, Sahodarale, brothers. He considered that all the people who gathered there as brothers. This impressed all the people of the world and he was highly appreciated for his speech also. And as he was returning from Chicago, there is a great gathering here in the airport to receive him, because his talk was highly appreciated by every people of the world, every dignitaries of that world. So he was given a warm welcome when he came to India. At the airport, when he got down from the aeroplane, he could see a great crowd gathering there. He was really astonished. Among this great crowd, there was a man standing in one corner. He was wearing rag dress. Very old he has become. And he was standing there, shivering like anything. Nobody will think that he is a person of great importance. A very shabbily dressed man, very old. He was just standing like this and watching what is being happened in that place, what is happening in that place. In one corner, since he is old, he could not stand, he could not come to the crowd, he was standing in one corner. As Vivekananda got down from that plane, all on a sudden, he could notice that particular place. He rushed towards him, caught him by his hand, just holded his hand and brought him towards the stage where he is given a warm welcome. He made him to stand in front of him, just near him. Everybody is surprised, wondering why this Swami Vivekananda at this auspicious time making that ragged person, old person by the side of him. Who is he? His parents? No, it is not possible. And who is this man? Why he is giving importance to this old man? They were just asking so many questions. And the gathering is standing there, and he is asked to sit on the stage. Seating arrangements are made. And this Vivekananda made that old man to sit in his seat. To sit in the seat which is allotted for him. And he started to address the gathering. He told, see, you may be wondering why I made him to sit here. See, just because of him, I have come to this position. See, all of you have gathered by knowing that I have just returned from Chicago to receive me here, giving me a warm welcome, just to appreciate me. All this appreciation will go to this person. Now you may ask, who is he? Yes, who is he? He is his teacher. A teacher. See, everybody appreciated his Guru Bhakti, we will say, his love towards that teacher. Swami Vivekananda did not give any monetary benefit to him. He did not help him. He did not buy snacks and gave to him. No, nothing of that. But that love that he has towards that teacher, the respect that he has towards his teacher, though he became old, though his handsomeness, that is his appearance, his beauty is gone, though he is very sick in body, he just took him by his hand and he is very proud to address to the people that this is my teacher. Just because of him, I have come to this level. What about you people? Your respect towards teacher? All the nicknames that is possible on this world, give to them. Am I right, children? Respect your elders. Respect your parents. Respect your teachers. This is the moral that we learned from the story of Swami Vivekananda. Right, children? So, respect your parents, though they are, I told you on that interaction session on small incident, they may be uneducated, they may not be dressing well, they may not be speaking well as stylish way, just like you, maybe, whatever it is, except that they are your parents. So see nowadays, when the child goes from 10th to 11th, after coming to 11th standard, if the child sees the 10th standard teacher from the distance itself, as if he has nothing to do with that. The teachers are not expecting anything from you. They are teaching you, guiding you, helping you maybe, scolding you at times when you are going wrong. That's their duty. That is their duty. They are doing it. And but after you becoming well settled or getting a good position? Are you helping your teacher, going to see the teacher and say that I have come to that? No. Are the teachers expecting it? No. But the thing is, when they see you in future, they'll ask, how are you? Oh, I forgot your name. Ah, yes, yes, yes. You are studying in that class now. Now, what are you doing, child? See, I'm working in a very multinational company in Chennai. I'm drawing this much salary. Oh, how happy the teacher will be, to see her student being placed in high position in the world. That is the only happiness that the teacher has. Even her own child is not in good condition, in position. He may not be studying well. He may not have good position in life. Maybe even then, when the teacher hears that that particular child is placed high up in the society, extremely happy that is the teacher. That is the attitude of the teachers, right? So when they scold you, whatever it is, respect and don't turn away. If you recognize that this is the person who has taught you, just you need not hold the hands and say that good morning, good evening. No, nothing of that sort. Just smile. One smile will do. Just give a smile. Move away from that. Yes, don't turn back. That's not a good behavior. Okay, children. Now I have sent you the portions of for the class, like the other subjects. The first unit, Two Gentlemen of Verona, and you might have got it. And after I'm just reading and explaining here and there some things which I have missed in the previous class. I was in a hurry to finish it off, that what is being given in the test. That is why quickly I passed on. And now I will read it. You yourself read it. It's just a story, nothing to explain, nothing is needed. But that one or two incidents I missed in the way, just I will read it and tell you what it is, right? So from here, this prose, you will get synonyms, antonyms, question answers, just 3 marks questions, and one paragraph you have to write. Very easy, nothing to write. Take that book, textbook. Here is a story. That story that the remaining we will see in the textbook as a story about love, devotion, sacrifice, sincerity, maturity displayed by two little boys in their actions to save the life of their sister who suffers from tuberculosis of the spine. So here is the story. The important characteristics important qualities that is being stressed in this story is love of the two children among themselves and towards their children, devotion towards their work, duty consciousness, the sacrifice that they are making at the small age itself. At the age of 13 and 12, they are sacrificing their life for the sake of their sister. From early morning till late night, they have been working for the medical expenses of their children, that girl. Their sincerity towards that work. Their sincerity towards the work is also being stressed. Now the next one is their maturity, right? That is why A.J. Cronin gave the title Two Gentlemen. So gentleman, usually that man, that term we use if the person passes 30 years at least, right? The persons of above 30 we call as man. But here, though they are 13 and 12, Nicola and Jacopo, the author called them as two gentlemen of Verona. It shows their maturity. Their behavior is matured behavior they have, right? And actually, this two gentlemen of Verona is a play, a drama which is written by, which was written by Shakespeare. One of the 37 dramas Shakespeare wrote. One is Two Gentlemen of Verona. The author ironically gave the title to this story of small boys aged 13 and 12 because their behavior is very matured and just like gentlemen they are. That is why the title is given as Two Gentlemen of Verona. Okay, hope you understand, right? So, what are the qualities that is being highlighted in this story is the love, the devotion, the sincerity, the maturity, the sacrifice that the two children showed towards the sister. And the problem of the girl is tuberculosis of the spine, right? Now it is a story. I'll read it very quickly. As we drove through the foothills of Alps, Alps is a mountainous range. You might have learned in the lower classes history, Alp mountainous range. It is in Europe. So in the foothills of Alps, two small boys stopped us on the outskirts of Verona. As we are moving towards that Verona, two boys stopped us by the side of the road. They were selling wild strawberries. They were selling fruits. Don't buy, warned Luigi, our cautious driver. My driver told me, don't buy fruits from these boys. You will get much better fruit in Verona. You will get best quality in the city, inside there. If you go a little further, you will get good fruits. Besides, moreover, these boys, and he did not complete it, he was just dragging on. These two boys are shabby in appearance. That is what he is coming to say there, right? Don't buy. You will get better fruits in Verona. Moreover, these boys, like that, he was just dragging. He shrugged his shoulders to convey his disapproval of their shabby appearance. So he said, these two boys look shabby. Who will get fruits from these people? We will buy it from the city. There you will get better fruits. One boy had on a worn jersey and cut off khaki pants. The other a shortened army tunic gathered in loose folded about his skinny face. So from that we could understand that small children are very thin in appearance, lean and thin. And there something is said about their dress. So one boy has worn a jersey and cut off khaki pants. Khaki color, you know that police people's color. And jersey, knitted clothing in wool or cotton with sleeves, close fitting dress. And that tunic gathered in loose folds about his skinny frame. Yet gazing at the two little figures with their brown skins, tangled hair, mixed up, that is not combed properly, and dark earnest eyes. They were looking very untidy. The hair is not combed properly, and they were very eager in something. They are very eager, restless, brisk. We felt ourselves strangely attracted. So automatically by seeing the attitude of the children, we have some sympathy towards the two children. My companion spoke to the boys, discovered that they were brothers. So my companion, here the driver, just talked to that boys and found out that these two are brothers. Nicola, the elder, was 13. Jacopo, who barely came up to the door handle of the car, was nearly 12 years. So when Jacopo was talking, this small boy also came and held the handle of the car. And he was about 12 years old. We bought their biggest basket and set off towards town. So they have some fruits. We bought the biggest basket from them. Even though we don't want all that fruits, we got it just to help the children. And we set off towards our journey. Next morning, coming out of our hotel, we saw our friends bend over shoe shine boxes beside the fountain in the public square doing brisk business. The next day, we could see these two boys sitting by the side of the road with the materials of the cobbler, and they were polishing their shoes. We watched for a few moments, then as trade slackened, we went over. They greeted us with a friendly face. So I thought of polishing my shoes, and since there was no other people there, it is not a queue in that cobbler shop, that place. So I thought of mending my shoes and went there. And these two boys warmly welcomed us, greeted us with a warm faces. I thought you picked fruits for living, I said. The other said, I thought you were selling fruits. I saw you selling fruits yesterday. I bought a basket of fruits, strawberries from you also yesterday. For that, the boy said, we do many things, sir. Not only selling fruits, not only polishing the shoes, we do many things, sir. Nicola answered seriously. He's not joking. He's very serious. He said that we are doing many works. Often, we show visitors through the town. We help the guides, people, to see many places, the picnic spots. We act as a guide. To Juliet's tomb and the other places of interest. We will just help the tourists to visit the places. We are very familiar with them, so we act as very familiar with the places, so we act as guide also. All right, I smiled. You take us along. So you take us along to that Juliet's tomb. As we made the rounds, my interest was again provoked by their remarkable demeanor. So we were just traveling along with these two children towards that Juliet's tomb, a place by the side of that area, Verona, a picnic spot, a place worth seeing. So the children took that author and the driver to Juliet's tomb. As they were going, the author was very much impressed by the behavior of these two children, right? Appearance and behavior, their curiosity. Author was well impressed. They were childish enough and in many ways quite artless. Sometimes they behave foolishly as a child of children of 13 and 12, but sometimes they are artless. Artless means very innocent in their behavior. Jacopo was lively as a squirrel. Jacopo, the elder one, was very brisk like a squirrel. You might have seen how, have you seen it sitting in one place for 5 minutes? No, very brisk, just hopping from branches to branches, getting something and eating. The way he eats, it's very beautiful to see, right? Observe nature. Appreciate nature. See, Kalpana Chawla once, she addressed the press people. She went to the press people. The press people asked her certain questions. One of the questions is, what do you want to tell to the Indian children? What is her advice to the Indian children? That is the question asked by the press people. The answer of Kalpana Chawla is, observe every object of nature. Observe each and every object of nature. They will teach you a lot of things. Have you ever observed nature? Have you ever sit in the open space and observed the sky, the moon, the stars. They are jumping from one place to another. Have you ever noticed? Observe nature. Observe nature. You will learn a lot of things for your life, right? But we will never do it in our life. Observe nature. When I say nature, it includes rivers, mountains, trees, birds, animals, living things at large. Observe nature. They will teach you a lot of lesson for you to follow in your life. I will just tell you one or two incidents from the life of this creations of God in the next class. Okay, children. So this much you have understood. The author, along with his friend, met this boys, and they were traveling to Juliet's tomb, and he was very much impressed by the attitude of the children, right? So read this once, and for the next class also, this is the same portion. We will finish this thing. If it is needed, I will send the next classes portion also in advance. Okay, children. For the next one class, this will be the remaining next. For that next Tuesday's class, I will send you the portions a little earlier. Okay, children. Thank you. Bye. Stay safe at home and prepare your lessons. Okay, children.